Located in Titusville on Florida's Space Coast is the Warbirds Museum. Operated by the Valiant Air Command, the museum holds many artifacts ranging from the earliest days of crewed flight to the present day. Greeting you at the front door is an instrument flight trainer that looks like a child's toy, to a radial engine and a Grumman General Motors FM1 Wildcat. This is the propeller from a Douglas World Cruiser, the first aircraft used to fly around the world in 1924. Here is a coat used by airmail pilots back in the 20s, back when it was only open-air cockpits. This propeller, from a Navy NC-4 seaplane, is from the first powered flight across the Atlantic in 1990. This oversized replica of a .30 caliber machine gun was used for training aerial gunners. This Norden bomb sight was used by the Army Air Forces and Navy during World War II and the U.S. Air Force during Korea and Vietnam. A sand table display of Pearl Harbor from above shows the placement of our ships on that fateful morning of December 7, 1941. Here are two examples of the gear worn by bomber crew members to keep warm at higher altitudes. This Roll of Honor book lists everyone who served in the 8th Air Force during the war. There's even artifacts from the Imperial Japanese Navy. These belong to Lieutenant Sakura, the youngest flight instructor in the Imperial Navy. His family said flying was his passion. This map and flag are copies of those carried by airborne officers of the 82nd Airborne during D-Day. A piece of wreckage from a P-40 used by the Tuskegee Airmen during training serves as a haunting reminder honoring their sacrifice. This is a gun sight for the remote-controlled side turret on the B-29 Superfortress. As you walk out into the hangar to see the aircraft, a row of walkers and wheelchairs are available to accommodate our nation's veterans, so they too can see the planes they once flew. The UH-19B Chickasaw was the first true transport helicopter and played an important role in developing Army doctrine on air mobility and battlefield employment using troop-carrying helicopters. The F9F Panther fighter jet was one of the Navy's first successful carrier-based jet fighters and Grumman's first jet fighter. Look at the beautiful nose art of the Miss America Lockheed T-33 Shooting Star. The T-33 made its first flight in 1948 as a trainer. The Killer B is a B-25 Mitchell. The B-25 remains one of the most iconic bombers of World War II. It was the type of plane used in Doolittle's raid, proving Japan was not impenetrable from aerial attack. This Stewart S-51D is a home-build kit aircraft that is a 70% scale version of the P-51 Mustang fighter aircraft. Snoopy fired once and he fired twice, and the Bloody Red Baron went spinning out of sight. This Fokker Dreidecker, or triplane in German, is a replica of the plane made famous by the Red Baron. He earned 19 of his 80 aerial victories in World War I in this type of plane. This F-86F Sabre Jet is the same type used by the Air Force Sky Blazers aerobatic display team. The F-14 Tomcat made its operational debut during Operation Frequent Wind, the evacuation of Americans from Saigon in April 1975. The flagship of Valiant Air Command is the Tico Belle. She, along with hundreds like her, flew airborne troops over France on June 5, 1944. Here she is painted with the Allied invasion stripes. The Bell UH-1 helicopter, or Huey, first flew in 1956 as a medical evacuation and utility helicopter, but soon became synonymous with combat operations in Vietnam. The Bell H-13 was originally designed as an observation and training helicopter. However, it was widely used as a medical evacuation helicopter with litters on the skids. I'm sure you've seen this on the TV show MASH. Warbirds Museum is continually restoring aircraft to their former glory. Make sure to stop by if you're in Titusville on Florida's Space Coast.